Everybody, and welcome to Sunday's episode of Your Manchester with me, Miss Belinda Scandal. Well, we're out the studio tonight. We've been noticing something rather special in the sky, and we wanted to know exactly what it was. So we've investigated. More about that a little bit later on. As well as that, today we've also been to Home, and we've been learning about a new festival called the Push Festival. It's set to be fantastic. All that and more on today's episode of Your Manchester. So we're now here at Home. Now there's a fabulous festival about to start called Push. Now I wanted to know what this is. So joining us now is, your surname is amazing. Tell everybody your surname.
It's Isabel croissant, like a pastry.
I love it. It's amazing, isn't it? But what is Push Festival?
So Push Festival is Home's festival of Northwest creative talent. So we showcase work by artists who live in Northwest, and we also do loads of events for artists and creative to be able to meet each other, meet other professionals, but also kind of upskills, or there's workshops and talks and loads of things like that.
Now, when you say artists, do you mean like singers, performers, or actual
So
painters?
For artists, so at Home we mainly work in 3 art form, which is theatre, film and visual arts. So I mean creatives in all these fields really. So filmmaker, theatre maker, directors, editors, all these kind of things.
And how do you make the selection for the programme?
So there's different ways for different strands. So we have some commission work where commission work is usually open call. So we've got theatre commission and artist film commission. We also have a team that sees shows and curates shows. So we put them on like that. So it's a mix of open call, curation, people we know, people in the audience want to see.
And is there a specific theme that people
do? There's no theme. It's just to showcase the variety of what people do in the Northwest.
That's amazing. Now this has been running a little while now, hasn't it?
Yes, it had different iterations. So it started way back. I can't even remember when, as a festival that was primarily theatre, that was showing plays that had been in the Fringe before, and it was and it evolved to be cross art and across a month. And we now run it every 2 years.
So is there anything specifically that you would encourage people to come and watch as part of the programme?
Everything is great. So it depends who it is. So for audience member, there's a wide selection of play. We also have online activities and interactive things and films in the cinema. But for creative specifically, there's also loads of workshops. So depending on what people want to do in their career or in their lives, there are loads of things that they can do. Like we have things on directing for TV, things about making your film cinematic. We have loads of mixers. So one that is for creatives, for the members of the global majority, that is called Take Your Seat, filmmaker meetup. So there's quite a lot of things to see. I would imagine the first thing people can come and see is the exhibition that opens on the first day of the festival, which is Tara Collette's exhibition. Nice. And it's free to come in. It's in our social space, and it's a commentary on the gentrification, I suppose, of Manchester and the development of luxury home, I suppose, versus park or social housing. So that could be a good start, and it's free as well.
So are all the events here free, or some of them
No, so not all the events are free. Most of the mixes are free. All our workshops and talk are on a pay-what-you-can basis. So we have, obviously, a recommended price. But if people can't afford it, free is always an option. And the shows and films have a ticketed price, as all the shows and films.
That's fantastic. And when is it running from and until?
So it's running from the 20th of January till the 18th of February.
And why would you personally encourage people to come and see this wide variety of entertainment?
I think it's because the Northwest, there's so many people doing great stuff in the Northwest, and it's a really nice way to discover them, and also for people who are either creative or want to get into the creative scene. It's a great way to meet other people, to see what people are doing, and to maybe find your next collaborator, and it's a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out, everybody, here at home. Well, we've arrived somewhere. We followed a light in the sky that was very much reminiscent of Batman. We followed it to this brand new venue that looks absolutely fantastic, and we've discovered that the light shine in the sky will be doing so until 29th of January. But what is it? Let's go and find out. Well, I wanted to know more about it, so I stopped yourself. I hope you don't mind.
Absolutely fine.
What is this that we're seeing here then?
So you're seeing, this is by Luke Durham. I don't know if you know the artist, but this is inspired by his daughter when she was born 16 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so when she came out of the womb and then she took her first breath, Luke really felt like it was a moment that people didn't talk about much, like this first breath of life into the world. So this is essentially representing the baby's first breath in the world. And it goes in 13-minute cycles, and over the 13 minutes it's 78 pulses. It comes in and out 78 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and that represents the average amount of babies that are born in Manchester every day, which is just beautiful.
That is lovely.
Yeah, so it's like every time it comes in, it's a new life into the world.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really beautiful.
It is really beautiful, and it's here at a factory as well, which is fantastic. And it all looks quite amazing. How long is this running here for then?
This is running until the 29th of January, I believe.
Wow. And then it'll be gone? Because I guess you'll be ready to open there then, won't you?
Well, the next show in this one will be at the end of June, I believe. June. Yeah, and that's like a huge... Have you seen about that one?
No, not yet,
It's like a huge inflatables installation.
Inflatable?
Yeah. Yayoi Kusama.
I cannot wait for that. It's going to be fantastic. It's just going to be a fantastic venue, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be amazing.
So people should come down. It's free entry, isn't it?
Free entry, yeah. From 5 until 10.
Yeah.
Anytime.
It's lovely. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Well, as literature said, wrap up warm and get yourself fully involved in it. Well, that's what we're going to intend to do. We're going to go into it. I didn't realise you could actually walk into the installation itself. It is. Well, it's gorgeous. I quite like it. It's quite therapeutic, relaxing. And of course, it's Factory International's first installation here on their grounds. So if this is the sign of things to come, we're very excited. Let's go and check it out. Well, you've got to think of this as a broadcast, apparently, a glimpse into the future. Get right in there. Come on, let's go and investigate. Well, how close you're going to the light totally depends on you. We're inside it now. We're inside it, and you can suddenly feel... It's like a maze. It's a maze. It's inviting you into the light. Well, how lovely is this installation? It's lighting up the skies and it's looking fantastic. And as we've seen by the screens behind us, whilst we've been here, there's another few babies been born here in Manchester. It's fantastic. Now join us next week with our Ollie Mortimer hosting the show as we bring you more of what Manchester brings you. The best, the fantastic, making it, of course, your Manchester. Does it look good, Lee?
Is this like going on the Your Manchester website behind the scenes section?
How to find a factory.
Carrying lots of bags, and I'm seeing Victoria's Secret, but on another level. 3, 2, 1.
Well, a very good evening to you. I'm going to climb into this in a minute. Well, we've got out of the studio today for you, and we have gone to see a wonderful, to get some... Oh, sorry. If I just take time and speak to myself, it'll be fine. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of... It's not this week. It's not this week, it's today. Ready? This is going to be the one now. You ready? We've been down to home where we've had a fabulous time. I'm missing Enders. So we've investigated further. More about that in just a little while's time. As well as that, we've been down to home and we've been looking at a festival called Push Festival. So we're very excited to find out. Stop it, Ollie. Ollie. I was fine.